We can all celebrate. We can dance in the streets now because the matter has finally been solved. No, I'm not talking about the raising gas prices. I'm not talking about the two, maybe three wars that we're involved in that we shouldn't be. I'm not talking about the loss of jobs or the economy. No, I'm talking about the most important issue of all, whether or not Obama is an American citizen. And he's just released his long form birth certificate. So now we know. Except for the fact that it could be a fraudulent birth certificate. Wouldn't they refer to him as a Negro and not an African on his birth certificate? At least that's what it's all about, isn't it? We wouldn't be asking these questions if it weren't for the fact that the man's a black man. But, which is, we're talking about a political party against him because he's black, saying that he shouldn't be in office because we don't think he's an American citizen. When Schwarzenegger first became governor of California, the same party was talking about maybe amending the Constitution so that he could run for presidency. Take that whole being born in America part out. This was something, if those of you who remember back in that whole debacle when Gary Coleman was also running for governor and a stripper was running for governor of California, and then Schwarzenegger won it, they were talking about amending the Constitution so that Schwarzenegger could run for president. But he's white, so it's okay. McCain's white, so it doesn't matter that he wasn't born in this country, but born in Panama. It doesn't matter. He's white. And where Obama actually named, Bobby Obama, I don't know, Bobby Robertson, then he could, run for any presidency and be from Calcutta, and they wouldn't care. And of course, leading the forefront of this crusade is Trump, who now, upon probably looking at this birth certificate, he now no longer accuses Obama of not being born in this country. He accuses him of being a bad student. A bad student who went to two Ivy League schools, and saying that he couldn't have gotten into these schools without special help. And I don't know why that should be a concern of us because our former president got special help all over the place. He got special help in the military, which is, I think, something of more concern than our president getting affirmative action, which I don't think he needed. They don't just let kids into Ivy League schools because, well, our black quota isn't up high enough. Let's get a few more black guys in here. No matter who saw the movie How High, that's not how it works. And clearly, Obama is not a stupid person, unlike our former president of 8 years. That man was clearly a moron if you just listen to him speak publicly. We're talking about a man who, when asked what America could do to amend relations with the sovereign Indian nations, he sat there and says, well, the thing you gotta understand about the sovereign Indian nations is that they have their sovereignty. They are a sovereign nation. Well, this is the man's answer. You could hear the reporters in the background laughing on that clip. And then, people are thinking that Trump is going to run now. That guy doesn't, if he's going to sit there and call Obama a bad student, he should probably look in the mirror. He's sitting there and in that New York Times letter that he sent in responding to how he was being referred to as a birther and how that's a derogatory statement, he misuses the word therefore. When he should have been using thereof, he uses the word thereto, and he uses the beautiful line that everybody after all, and especially then, wants to be a U.S. citizen. He used that line. He wrote these words. I had to repeat when I read this letter to my wife. I had to read it to her twice. Everybody, after all, especially then, wants to be a U.S. citizen. Period. To quote Victor Borga, everybody, after all, especially then, wants to be an American citizen. My daughter can write better than that, and she's 6. But my worry isn't that Obama or that Trump will run for presidency. Most people are saying he's not, and that we shouldn't be worried about that. But what I worry about is that the American citizens have such a high approval rating for this guy. Oh, I think he'll be a good president. Listen to him. He's taking down the hard issues. Whether or not a president is legal to be president. Yeah, 2 years into it, he's doing this. Yeah. However, I'm faced with the fact that this is what Americans are like. And if Trump does get elected president, if he does run, I have a very quick and easy solution for all of us who have an IQ that has 3 digits in it. All of us smarter sentient beings in this country, there's a quick and easy solution. It goes something like this. Remove any hat, headphones, headbands, hair clips that you might have on your head. Look in your kitchen cupboard. There's a good chance you might have one of these. Take it, hold it about almost 12 inches from your head, and then do this. Then read that Trump letter, and when it starts making complete sense to you, you're on the right path. And communication.